Ancient Sumerians were more than familiar with handbags, or perhaps objects that modern people perceive as such. Several Sumerian carvings include depictions of handbag-like shaped items.
Archaeologists and historians are curious about a small, mysterious symbol carved in stone around the world. This symbol appears on bags found in ancient Sumer and was used by people seen as bringers of civilization. Identical bags have been discovered at significant sites like Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, Assyrian palaces, Mesoamerican temples, and in Maori legends. These handbag-like carvings show up in different ancient cultures, even though they are separated by time and distance. They have a simple shape, a boxy pouch with a curved handle, often seen in carvings, paintings, and woven designs. Why is it found in so many places? Is it just a common item, or does it hold a deeper meaning? Scholars suggest several theories, ranging from ritual containers to symbols of the cosmos. Today, we will explore the story of these ancient handbags and uncover the mysteries that span history and geography. The handbag motif at Göbekli Tepe, 13,000 years old, enigma. Göbekli Tepe is an ancient site in southeastern Turkey and one of the oldest known places where humans built structures resembling temples, dating back over 13,000 years. The site features large T-shaped pillars that look like stone guardians. These pillars have carvings of foxes, snakes, and human-like figures that seem to hold secrets from the past. If you look closely, you'll notice small handbag doodles etched next to the bigger animal carvings on some pillars. These bags are simple designs, a box shape with a top handle. They may not be as eye-catching as the animals, but they appear consistently, as if they're part of a joke. What could these simple bags mean in such an essential ancient place? The builders of Göbekli Tepe were hunter-gatherers, living without farms or agricultural practice. Still, they took the time to create this complex site, showing that ancient humans had deep intelligence. The presence of these bags suggests they likely served a purpose beyond just carrying food. Placed near animals, they might have served a role in rituals, indicated social status within the community, or held spiritual significance. Their presence encourages us to think more about symbolic meanings in ancient art, much earlier than we previously believed. Fast forward thousands of years to ancient Assyria, and we see similar handbag motifs in stone reliefs from places like the palaces of Nineveh. In these carvings, winged figures, often called genies, hold two items, a small bucket and a conical object. These resemble the pouches from Göbekli Tepe, but have developed into more significant symbols. The conical object likely represents a pine cone or a date palm flower, which ancient farmers used to promote growth. The bucket, made of leather, metal, or woven materials, probably contained sacred liquids or pollen. During rituals, the genie would dip the cone into the bucket and sprinkle its contents over people, crops, or objects. This act served to purify, wash away sins, encourage growth, and seek divine blessings. These rituals connected daily life with spiritual matters. The bags changed from simple containers to powerful symbols. When used in appropriate settings, such as thrones and shrines, they signified high status. The way Assyrians interpreted these bags shows how a simple pouch evolved into a significant emblem, linking ordinary life with extraordinary possibilities. The handbag in Mesoamerica. Shared symbol or coincidence? Let's take a look at the ancient cultures of southern Mexico, specifically the Olmec and Maya civilizations. They created impressive stone carvings and structures between 1200 and 400 BC. Among these carvings, we see human figures walking while carrying pouches that resemble handbags found at sites such as Assyria and Göbekli Tepe. The similarities raise interesting questions about how different cultures can create similar designs without having direct connections. In Mesoamerica, these pouches might have been used to carry seeds or tools, or to signal status among wealthy individuals. This makes us wonder whether there's something universal about the pouch's design that appears across different societies, regardless of how far apart they are. Olmec and Maya art often includes spiritual elements, transforming everyday items into symbols of deeper meaning. The handbag could have been a ritual object, a container for offerings, or a symbol of critical societal roles. The presence of this motif across cultures suggests it may have a significant meaning that transcends borders and time. Is this similarity a coincidence, or does it hint at an ancient shared tradition? Now, let's look at New Zealand and its Māori culture, which has a rich oral storytelling tradition. One story features a hero who visits the gods and returns with 3 baskets full of essential knowledge: farming, navigation, and canoe building skills. Interestingly, these baskets, made from wood or flax, also have a shape similar to the pouches we see in Mesoamerica. While the Olmec and Maya carved their pouches in stone, Maori baskets are woven in stories shared through generations. These tales represent not just food, but valuable cultural lessons and community identity. The repeating shape of these pouches across distant cultures suggests a common idea: the pouch as a symbol for carrying knowledge and connecting the physical world with the spiritual. It holds intangible treasures, including wisdom and the essence of community. Humans seem to naturally represent valuable ideas in this specific form, no matter where they are located. The Maori view expands our understanding of the handbag, showing that a simple pouch can hold meanings far beyond its physical use, and that it embodies the driving force of humanity. Egyptian hieroglyphs, bag, altar, or tent. Let's explore the ancient art of Egypt, where writing and carving were key forms of expression. The hieroglyphs are miniature masterpieces that tell rich stories with simple designs. One glyph looks like a handbag with a swooping handle. Scholars often call it bag or altar gift. It frequently appears next to inscriptions for pharaohs or within decorated frames on temple walls. Sometimes it's shown hanging from a priest's side, acting like a utility belt. It might have held incense or ritual tools, items necessary for ceremonies. Some scholars suggest an interesting alternative theory. What if it's not just a bag? It might represent a small tent or a mobile shrine. The glyph's curved top could resemble the poles of a tent, with the base suggesting draped hides or cloth. This idea connects it to nomadic lifestyles, like Native American teepees or Central Asian yurts. This would mean it symbolizes a compact form of shelter. If this interpretation is correct, the handbag glyph becomes a significant symbol, a portable sacred space. Priests who connected with the divine could carry these items, making them a form of holy ground that blended travel with worship. This versatility adds depth, showing how one symbol can have practical uses, like carrying oils, and spiritual aspects, providing a space for the sacred. Egypt's rich symbolism illustrates how everyday life and extraordinary experiences blend. The appearance of handbag-like symbols in ancient cultures has sparked lively debate among scholars. One theory suggests these pouches held ritual powders, magical items, or plants used in spiritual practices. In Assyria, the combination of bags and cones might have been used in purification rituals, sprinkling blessed liquids or pollen to cleanse and promote growth, crucial for farming communities. In Mesoamerica, similar pouches may have acted as ceremonial jars or symbols of power. In Maori culture, baskets might have served as gifts from the gods, elevating their everyday lives to something more extraordinary. These interpretations highlight the idea that bags represent more than their contents. They carry invisible qualities such as wisdom, healing, and protection. Some scholars argue that the symbol conveys a connection between the earthly and spiritual worlds within a single design. Others see it as a sign of status or priestly privilege, emphasizing the importance of divine figures. It's fascinating to see how this symbol flows through rituals and myths, making it much more than a simple item for carrying things. The differences across cultures and time suggest it's a powerful icon filled with deep meaning. Now, let's discuss the cosmic symbolism from Richard Scranton. He explores how ancient cultures linked shapes to large ideas. Curves and loops often represent spiritual realms, those mysterious and untouchable aspects of life. In contrast, squares and edges signify the physical world, the dirt we interact with daily. Consider the handbag. It has a half-moon lid over a boxy base, merging these two worlds into one neat shape. It symbolizes the meeting of the earth and the sky, where the physical and spiritual aspects coexist. This is a balance we all navigate, bringing together the real and the mysterious. This pouch serves as a vessel, acting as a bridge between both realms. Historically, bags had practical purposes. They were seed carriers for farming, containers for essential items, or even holders of sacred objects. By combining these aspects into something that one can wear, they created a potent symbol of balance, where the seen and unseen aspects of life support each other. This symbolism helps explain why bags are universally popular. They connect people across cultures without needing direct communication. We are all individuals standing under the sky while feeling the ground beneath us. The handbag communicates this duality, rooted in reality, yet reaching for the heavenly, beautifully fused into a shape that signifies understanding and connection. Time hops and lost gadgets. The wild card whispers. Some people enjoy the idea of a theory that combines time travel and ancient technology. They see bags in ancient art that look like today's purses or totes. This raises interesting questions. Did ancient people meet future visitors, or did a lost advanced society come and go? Could these bags have held advanced tools or technology we don't understand today? Maybe they were linked to an ancient power source, similar to the mysterious symbols in Mesopotamian art, implying a forgotten electrical network. Mainstream historians often dismiss these ideas as silly. However, strange shapes on old maps might suggest deeper stories, where time mixes and ancient art hides secrets. Whether authentic or merely imaginative, these bags intrigue. Graham Hancock, an author and explorer, challenges the idea of a straightforward history. He proposes that a lost civilization existed long ago, before our records began. He sees the handbag as evidence of knowledge keepers, known as the Seven Sages, who arrived after a disaster to help rebuild society. Ancient stories describe these wise figures bringing essential knowledge when humans were still developing. They provided the tools for society to grow, essentially a guide to building civilization. Hancock notes that ancient clay tablets frequently show these sages with the same small pouch, which he calls a wisdom wallet, filled with essential tools for advancing society. This idea connects to flood stories from many cultures, suggesting survivors kept vital knowledge through the disaster. According to Hancock, this handbag is about more than fashion. It represents the mentors who shared wisdom around the world. Hancock's view invites us to explore the ancient designs once again, leading us to think differently about history. In Mesopotamian art, the handbag is often paired with two other objects, a bucket and a cone, commonly held by winged figures, sometimes called genies. The cone may represent a pine cone or palm bloom, while the bucket might hold sacred items. During ceremonies, genies used these items to purify people and bless offerings, linking daily life to spiritual beliefs. These ceremonial items are significant symbols. When found in temples or necessary settings, they highlight the need to keep the gods happy and society healthy. Knowing their ceremonial purpose transforms the handbag from a mere drawing into a meaningful symbol, connecting daily activities with spiritual beliefs. These ancient handbag images are more than interesting drawings. They offer insights into spiritual meanings, cultural exchanges, or lost technology. Whether they served ritual purposes or connected the earthly and spiritual realms, these bags challenge us to think about knowledge and progress in new ways. Each bag encourages us to explore the connections between cultures over time. So next time you see one of these ancient bags, take a moment to consider the secrets it might hold. What do you think the handbag represents in your view of history? Please share your ideas as we dive into this intriguing mystery of the past.